obviously going to miss him. It's still finding it hard to take in.
The fact that he's no longer here is very, very difficult to take.
I go down different avenues and come to the same question, really. It's always why.
He was with us just a week ago, as he'd always been, a life force.
In the studio, we have two men at the heart of a midfield that took the title to Ellen Road in the early 1990s, McAllister and Speed.
He was his normal self. He was bright, bubbly, positive. And he was, as I say, he was enthusing about his job. You know, it took him a wee while to turn it round, and he's now had 4 or 5 great results in a row. And he was looking forward to the games in February, I think he was saying.
He was always with us in football. That's what it felt like. He was always there, first with Leeds. You want a midfield? How about Gary McAllister, Gordon Strachan, David Batty and Gary? The heart and soul of a team of champions.
Gary was a popular player in that dressing room, and all the guys in that dressing room loved him.
And then he played for the club he loved as a lad, Everton. He left them in difficult circumstances, but would he say a bad word about them? Never. It just wasn't Gary's way.
I think if you've ever been in Gary's company, what struck you was his manner and the way he conducted himself. You felt that you were in the company of somebody special.
He played for Newcastle and then Bolton, and was first to pass the milestone of 500 Premier League games. He would never stop. He was one of the fittest players you'd ever meet.
Great left foot, great engine, great in the air. Would have got you 10 or 12 goals most seasons. And he was a manager's dream. That's what he was.
He never stopped running for Wales. 85 caps, a record for a Welsh outfield player.
He was my captain as a player, and he was my captain as a manager for Wales, and without doubt he's one of the top players I've played with during my time, and as a manager certainly he's right up at the top level of players I have the pleasure to work with and coach.
He was one of the stars, but when I first came into the squad in 1995, he went out of his way to make me feel welcome, that I belonged.
Gentleman, kind, honest, would always be first to the bar to buy you a pint, and probably would always be last away because he loved a laugh and a joke as well.
He'd known the heartache of not qualifying. The World Cup qualified against Romania in 1993, and now together we went through the qualifying campaign for Euro 2004, the joy of victory and numbing defeat. Of course, he did have to call it a day, at the age of 40 mind you, and only because he was now into his coaching. So he became the manager, the boss, and you know what? He was brilliant at that too, or he was going to be brilliant.
There's a lot of, very, very top players who have been blessed with being top players who never become good coaches. Well, Gary might have been one of the exceptions to the rules. Great player who could have turned out to have been a great manager.
I know he would have been, but it's not going to happen. A week ago, he was with us, and now he's gone. This life force, my inspiration, my friend, has gone.